basically you just have to take this bolt here out. There's a nut holding this clamp on, and then there's a nut behind it. And then up top here, we can get this up in here. There's just a through bolt at the top, and you can get a ratchet in here and get on that. There's plenty of room, and just hold that side with a wrench, and the shock comes right out. The back is very similar. I'll show you that real quick. The back's wide open. The back, you just have this top bolt, and then you have this bottom bolt. Very easy to get these shocks off this quad. Very happy with as easy as this thing is to work on. Same thing on this side, bottom bolt. The top bolt's there, it's behind the exhaust. A little bit trickier to get to, but not too bad. Still easy. I can only guess that some of your guys' workbenches look like mine. They're always a mess, because I'm always doing different things. And what I'm gonna do, I probably should have did this before I took it off. Maybe you guys could benefit from my mistake, is loosen up the tensioner for the spring. I have mine turned all the way up because of the quad, the way I wanted to ride it. So I may actually go stick this back into the quad, put a bolt through it, and then use the tool to loosen this, because I don't know if I'll be able to get the torque on it, or I might just stick it in the vise. So you guys get this tool with your quad when you buy it. It's for tensioning up these springs. I'm guessing that they figured that you would have a problem. I don't know why they just didn't put a heavier spring on here to begin with. Oh yeah. This isn't too bad, but it might be a little easier to do it with it on the quad. But there it is. That's all the way loose. Now on the top of these, looks like this plate here, get the mud off of it. Looks like you just push down on the spring and then this plate just slides out, and that's really all it is. So that's why I'm gonna do this. I may even do that just to give myself more leverage. Well, this probably ain't the safest way to do this, but it'll get it done. So what I'm doing is I ran the screwdriver through the ratchets just to get rid of this extra slack here that will make the ratchet too long. And then what I'm gonna do, just to try to make this as safe as possible, is I'm gonna put a pair of vice grips here so that can't slide off. Obviously, if you guys have spring compressors, use those. Or a buddy that could just grab this and pull it down. But I'm just going to take these vice grips and put them on here like this, just so that can't kick off, and this won't pull through because it's there. I'm not quite sure if this will work or not, but we're going to give it a shot. It looks like it may. And then I won't have to dig out my spring compressor. Now the other issue is these straps are going to want to swing around. But it just might just be something we'll have to figure out as we go. Try to get that in there. So, all right. Yeah. Push my screwdriver through more. Oh hell, that's easy. I just have one on there tight, and it's already starting to pull it down without any problem. So let me get this other one. Oh yeah, look, there's your thing. That's all it is. That's all that holds that. That slides in there like that. Pull that off, loosen, the spring pulls right off. Boom. Look at that. Couldn't be any easier. So, now that I know this will work, I'm going to reposition this slightly. I'm actually going to move this screwdriver through the strap here. Just because being there, it kind of limits my ratchet length. So I'm going to run it through here. Now that I know it works. And I know that it doesn't really take much tension. Put that back on there. Now, I'm putting the EPI WE325117 spring in the front. It's a 120-pound rated spring. Putting these in the front, and I'm putting the 119s in the rear. They're a 150-pound rated spring. It doesn't really look like it matters which way they go, because they look, to me, they look identical either way. So, just gonna slide this on here. This couldn't be any easier. This is awesome. Polaris sure made their stuff fairly easy to work on, which is one of the reasons why I purchased a Polaris. I've always had Polaris and really like their stuff. Try to ratchet these evenly if you can. See, that's not even a lot, and it's already enough to get this cup in there. You know, so that's pretty cool. Just break them. Just pop them loose. Make sure your fingers are out of the way. There it is. Front one's done. That's it. That's all there is to it. Alright, we're going to put this thing back in here. And this bolt went in this way. So we'll just line her up, slide it through, and put our nylon lock nut on. Get it started. Alright. Now you can see the bolt is started up in there. This will do the lower bolt. Get it in, and then we'll tighten them all up. Now the lower bolt went this way because you have this little holder for your brake line here. So now you see the axle and the spindle assembly has drooped, so you need to kind of pick up on the suspension here and line it up. It's easy as that. Goes right in. And, put your nut back on. And we'll cinch her down here a little bit. Since that's a nylon lock nut, you don't. So, take our You don't necessarily have to have a battery powered ratchet, but a regular ratchet will do. Just put it on the bolt side. Put your wrench on the nut side. And snug it down. Simple. I'm glad that these are this easy, because my last four-wheeler had the strut design, and they were a real pain in the butt. Now I'll move you down to this bolt here so you can see this clamp that they run here. It's slid down here. It's a it's just like a little band clamp here, and they just run it there like that, just to hold it from rubbing the wheel. And there's a little nylon lock nut here. Put it on and snug it down a little bit. Done. So that's the front. The other side is the exact same. And we're going to move on to the back one, and I'm going to do the side that has the muffler because it's the hardest. Alright, here we are in the back wheel well here, and as you can see, this is the muffler, it's the exhaust pipe. Back behind there is the top shock mount. There's the nut, there's the bolt head. Looks like it's going to be a little difficult to get to, but I don't think it'll be impossible. Right on that time. Always a way. Always a way to use power tools. I remember that bolt went that way. I don't know if it's needed to go that way, but that's the way it went. Alright, we're going to move down to the lower shock mount. Shine some light on it. Just a nut, regular thing, like all the rest of them. I'm really happy these are so easy. Break it loose. Now, if you guys watch my videos, I think I have 2 videos where I use Milwaukee tools. I'm going to start doing some reviews on these. I absolutely love these Milwaukee tools. Alright. Now the bottom bolt went in that way, so we'll try to remember to put it back that way. Not sure if it has to go that way or not, but then you just pull the shock out. It's got some mud on it. Gotta have mud on it. I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but I forgot to loosen this tensioner again. It probably is easier in the quad to do it, but it works here. So I'll just put a screwdriver through there. Kind of use the table as my leverage. These ones are going to be stiffer than the front ones, so they're going to be a little bit more difficult, but like they do the same way. You just pull the tension off, slide the thing out, done. So I'm gonna do the same thing. Get my ratchet strap set up here. Loops. Put my vice grips on for safety. Put this up here. Put this one up here. Put it up here. And start ratcheting. And that's all it is. It's kind of all it takes. Now you can see this piece is ready to fall out. Take it out. Now you don't want to put your fingers anywhere near here. You don't want to put your fingers anywhere near this area when you're releasing these ratchets. Because of that. Cut your finger off. This out of the way, spring comes off. Look at that. Well, this is a rear one. I want to keep these separate. Maybe I'll put this label back on here so I know. Alright. We'll just keep this. Now, this is a rear spring. This is a WE325119. This is the rear spring from EPI. This is on EPI's website. They actually tell you to use the 120s on all four corners. But if you order the rear springs for the touring model, which is the 2-up quad, it's a 150. It's a little bit stiffer for someone as heavy as me. I'm 300 pounds and I need a little bit stiffer spring. So and it just slides on the same way as the front one. And we'll get it secured here. Alright, have to change batteries. So, get back in here, get this hooked up, get this hooked up. I'm going to kind of ratchet them evenly. If you don't, it'll get all crooked and cattywampus up here. And you want to kind of keep it aligned. Man, these back ones, there's a lot of tension on these back ones. Wow. And those guys online said that the back ones were very stiff. They weren't kidding. Wow. Yeah, see, it's kind of going crooked on me. So I'm going to have to loosen them up a little bit and try to get another bite on it. I don't know if you guys know how to undo ratchet straps without just popping them. If you get it on this top latch here, you can pull back on this and then reach in here and undo the inside latch. Just let it off one click at a time. Sometimes it's a little safer. A little safer than just going like that. Because that can get a little dangerous. Wow, I can't believe how much stiffer these are. We may not be able to use ratchet straps on this. We might have to break out the spring compressor, which kind of sucks because I was hoping to not have to. What I am going to do is try to space my hooks a little bit evenly using zip tie. So what you can do is put your hooks back in where you want them. Get them a little tensioned up and then get them directly across from each other. And then you can take a zip tie and loop them together on each side of the center piston. And that will keep them evenly spaced directly across from each other. So I got one going one way, I'm going to take this one the other way. I know this kind of stinks because we're going to waste some zip ties, but in the end, it'll make your life easier. Stay hooked. There we go. Just try to keep them directly across from each other with the tension of the This seems like this is going to work better, so I'm going to lay this back down. Kind of face the spring away from me, so I don't feel like getting impaled today. Yeah, it's getting hard. There's some stiff springs, I'll tell you. Yep. My zip ties are giving way. But I think I got it now. Just to try to save this effort that I've been putting in. There it is. So, now I'm just going to release these. I'm going to do it the crazy way. Because I know it's not going to go far. Now, yeah, we wasted 2 zip ties, but zip ties are cheap. And they get the job done. And you're going to waste 2 more doing the other back spring. But it worked. Got it done. I'm just gonna center the spring up. And there you can see the plate's in, ready to go.